Now we are going to talk about importance of testing in SDLC. Okay, importance of testing in SDLC. SDLC is nothing but software development life cycle. Okay, so for any product to be developed, there is a life cycle associated with that. Okay, let's understand what is a software development life cycle, and let's understand the importance of testing in SDLC. So basically, a software development life cycle will follow this one. Okay, requirement, analysis, design, coding, testing, shipping to the customer, and maintenance. Okay, let's talk about a car manufacturing company, how they follows it. Okay, let's say they they manufacture before they manufacture a car. Okay, so the first thing what they do, any idea? Yes, now it's time to talk. Before they manufacture the company, what they does, once they start the manufacturing, they will be manufacturing, in a bulk, millions of cars they will be manufacturing. Before they manufacture, what is important for them? Before they start manufacturing, let's say a single car you take. So first they will do a single car manufacturing, okay, and make sure everything is fine, okay, and then they will start the production. Okay, let me talk. Any idea before they manufacture something?
First, I need to check the demand of the product.
Okay, that's one thing. Okay, yes.
You have
Uh,
to
yeah.
find the material for the car.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. Let's discuss. Let's discuss. Okay. Yeah, you can be on mute. I will be discussing. So first, they need to get the requirements. Okay, from where they'll be getting the requirements. Okay, so they might be getting the requirements from the customers. Okay, or users. Okay, so what kind of cars people are liking now? Okay, so if I manufacture which car, people will show more interest. Do I need to manufacture a car which is in a low budget so that people will buy more and more? Do I need to you know uh, manufacture a car which is in a little bit high budget, and which kind of car is not there, okay, already in the market? Do I need to manufacture a car which will compete the other car already exist in the market from other manufacturer? Okay, so these kind of requirements they will be gathering, I mean they will be getting from the customers. Okay, so by knowing the customer pulse, they will be gathering the requirements. Once they gather the requirements, they analyze the requirements. Okay, so what is these requirements, how we can achieve these requirements? Okay, so how much time it will take to complete these requirements? Okay, and how many resources we require, and what kind of technology and what kind of technology and what kind of tools we require? Okay, everything they will analyze in this second phase. Once they analysis, they will start preparing the design. Okay, let's say let's talk an example of car. They will they will prepare a blueprint, or they will prepare the entire design for a car. Okay, they might use some software to design the car. They might draw the design of a car on a a bulk paper. anything, whatever it is. Okay, they will ensure they design it. Okay, and once they design, they start manufacturing it. Okay, once they manufacture, okay, somebody, the QA department, the QA assurance people, okay, will be testing that particular car and make sure it is working in all directions, in every aspect. They also do the performance testing. Okay, they also do the pickup testing. Let's say in 100 seconds, at how much, in 100 seconds, how much speed it is able to attain. Okay, that's one thing. And they also do the crash testing. Okay, if this particular car hits something, okay, how it damages. So what is the safety of the people who inside the car. So those kind of crash testing they will be doing. And so once all kinds of testing are done and once it is perfect, okay, they will say, so this car is certified, yes, you are ready for the production. Okay, they will manufacture more and more cars, and finally they ship to the customer. Okay, and once it goes to the customer, he will drive it, and after 3 months or after 6 months he will come for the maintenance. These people do the maintenance again. Again the customer will drive the car and come back after 6 months for the maintenance. So uh, this maintenance cycle will go for some time. In the same way, in the software industry also, all these things are applicable. Okay, so here, previously we talked about manufacturing a car and shipping to the customer. Okay, so that's a product, and a software is also a product. Okay, so before I start developing a software, we should get the requirement, and we should analyze how much time these requirements take, and how many requirements are there, how many resources are required, what are the technologies we need to use, what are the tools we need to use. Do we have all the do we have the missions which can which can able to support these requirement? If not, let's buy it. Okay, so all those things, each and every point of each and everything, they will be analyzing it. Okay, it's not a one day it will happen. They will take, some people takes months together to complete the analysis. Okay, there are certain people, so high level people, architect people, who will be doing the analysis and making sure that each and every point is covered. Once analysis is done, it will be designed. Okay, they design it. Okay, so what are the modules should be have in this particular product, and how each module should communicate with other module. Okay, when I say module, is nothing but a software component. Let's say view account balance is a software component, fund transfer is a software component, and adding a payee, linking a loan account to the bank, linking a credit card to the bank, and requesting a checkbook, requesting a ATM pin, something like that, is again a software component. So all those things we can say as a components or modules, and how each module is communicating with other module. Okay, and what is the impact. Okay, so all those things will be designing on a paper, on a software. Okay, but we have to design it. Once the entire design is completed, okay, and you are ready for coding, okay, who does the coding? This is a question to you all. Who does the coding?
The software developer does all the coding, and then we are the testers.
Exactly, absolutely. Okay, okay, so the software developer, only two people, right? We discussed software developer and testers. Okay, beyond that, there is a senior software developer and senior test lead who monitor these software developers, all those things. That's fine, but at the lowest level, software developer is the one who will be coding it. Okay, and once the coding is done, okay, a developer has done his coding. So a developer has assigned a small feature, and he does the coding for it. Once the coding is done, it will come to the testing. Okay, and who does the testing? Testers does the testing, and he ensures whatever the developer coded is working fine and no issues, no bugs. So you have to make sure it. So in case if the tester found any defect, he will raise a defect and that will be assigned to the developer and he has to fix that particular issue. So like that it goes. Okay, we'll talk about those things in detail later. And once the testing is also done, so once the testing is done is nothing but the testers certified that the product is working fine. Okay, now it's ready for going to the production, and the software will go to the production. Okay, so it's nothing but it will be shipped to the customer. They will put the software in the production, and from there onwards maintenance. Okay, so for some users they feel some discomfortable with the software. Okay, they will report it and they will report to the customer. Okay, and this customer will uh, come for the maintenance. Okay, so these are the issues we got from the end users, let's fix it. Okay, so all those things will happen in the maintenance once it is shipped to the customer. So there are chances that customer may find out some issues, and given to the all those issues will be given to uh, the team, the software development team, and they'll be fixing it. Okay, again releasing to the customer. Now the question is, when does this when does the testing starts in this life cycle? When does the testing starts in this life cycle? Okay, so it's depends on, depends on what kind of software development life cycle you are using. Okay, so right now you can see requirement analysis, design, coding, testing, ship to the customer, and maintenance. These are the phases of software development life cycle. These are the, you can say, phases or stages of a software development life cycle. Okay, and there are various kinds of software development life cycle. There is a waterfall model, and there is a agile model, and there is a incremental model, and there is a rapid model, and there is a V model. Okay, all these are different types of software development life cycle, and each kind of software development life cycle, the phases are not, the phases may be in sequential order or parallel order or some different order. Okay, but in any software development life cycle all these phases will be there without any doubt. But how these phases will happen? Okay, if we take for example, so we are going to cover each and every software development life cycle in very detail in our later sessions. But right now I'm just giving a small brief introduction to you. Let's take a V model. Okay, in the V model, so the requirement, the testing and development happens parallelly. Okay, so that's one thing. So the developer is coding, the testers are writing the test cases, the developers are done the coding, the testers are executing the test cases. Okay, these things will happen, the tester activities and the developer activities will happen parallelly, so that the component or the product can be released faster. That's one way. Okay, so when it comes to the waterfall model, so the testing will only starts after the coding, until unless testers never talk about anything on the product. Once the coding is completed, then only the testing part will start. It is in waterfall model. Okay, so right now you need to remember few things. One is, in the software development life cycle, these are the phases, that is requirement analysis, design, coding, testing, shipping to the customer, and maintenance. In software development lifecycle, there are various kinds of software development life cycles. One is waterfall model, V model, etc. And each and every SDLC. So all these stages will be there, but the stages can be parallel or sequential. Okay, so that's one thing. It depends on SDLC which we choose. Okay, so the testing starts from requirement phase in V model kind of SDLC. The testing starts from a coding. After the coding, That's in waterfall model. Okay, so when the testing starts, it depends on what model you are using. Okay, so that's one thing. Starts. Let's modify this statement. When testing starts is depends on the SDLC we using. Okay, so that's about what is a SDLC and what are the stages of SDLC and when a testing will be started. Okay, a testing will be started depends on the SDLC you choose, and what are the different SDLCs we'll be talking in our later sessions. It's so high level to talk about that. We'll talk in later sessions.